Hey folks, welcome back to the next episode of the free-to-play series. Finally have my voice back after last week playing the silent game. But yeah, we got a lot to do in this episode. Oh, hello Oren. We got gardening to do, we got Old Town Drains to defeat. If you watched the last part of last episode, you also might notice that our outfit looks a bit different as well. So we do have, let's see, a bit of energy gear. We got this from the 5 boxes event, as well as this. And then one that gives us a pip, which is nice, but never got any boots, which is unfortunate. But we did do, out of all, let's see, 81 runs we did, which took quite a while. Did lots of team-ups. But yeah, never got any boots. Well, we got a few pairs of Crowns boots, but never the energy specific ones, which is unfortunate. But yeah, from those runs though, we did get let's see, where is it? Maybe under drops, maybe. Got 10 Sonic Springs from 81 runs, which seems pretty low. I guess that explains why those items are so rare to see in the bazaar, I guess, because nobody ever sells them if they ever make them. That was an unfortunate part, though, because of our crafting level being so low. We weren't able to actually buy any of those recipes, so couldn't actually do any of them, or actually make any of the items, really, except, like, the music players, which kind of useless. But we got these ones from the final fights, or from the final fight. But, I mean, just kept them just because they look cool, so maybe we'll use them in a housing thing, especially this one with, like, the cloud part underneath. Maybe we can use that sometime. Something I got from Ra was this tapestry to the School of Balance. Found out there's another place in Croctopia you can go without having membership or crowns. You can go visit this guy, whose name I don't really know how to say. Alsred? Maybe so. So you can train all these from this guy, but can't say I'd ever really want any of these. Maybe donate power. That seems like it might have a use at some point for somebody. But that's about it. Maybe weakness or use a reshuffle, but he doesn't even have it here. That's in Ravenwood, I believe. But let's go get our gardening started up. As you can see out here, we moved everything from outside over here and put it all inside. Let's see if our plants need anything. They do. All right. That works. Maybe we can get a harvest in for something. Huh? Come on. Let's get a seed. No. Dang. We've had like, I don't know, I think like 8 or so maybe mature harvests like that. I'm yet to get another seed to plant. So we're just sticking with this one so far. But as you can see here, we have our full 69 plot already made here. With our current energy, we won't be able to actually plant all of them at the same time. But hopefully as the game progresses and we actually get more of the seed, then we can kind of also get better energy gear and hopefully get up to a good amount of energy to be able to help us out with that. Over here, we got stinkweed going because I've heard you can get good gold from it, which would be very helpful. And that's something we kind of struggle with at the moment, not being able to farm higher worlds or anything really. Let's see, what do they even have? Rank 2 bugs. Okay. I always just turn around because I feel like it always just lags my game if I look at the actual animations. But we'll see. Alright, that works. And then water. We have treasure cards. Lots of different variants of flood. So we'll use this one. Does it not like provides rain for all indoor plants? Does it not have like a circle? Why does it click? I've not used treasure cards in like years. Let's see what it does, I guess. Oh, cool. So used to them having like the large circle around them. Or harvest these? No. What is... Oh, I guess we just got to mature. I'm gonna have to like mute this audio. It's interesting. It's kind of funny though. All right, so that's what we got for gardening. From Pet Promenade, we did actually get a few elixirs. Got hatching elixir, we got an energy elixir. So that's pretty solid. We also got the, let's see, where is it? The fortified grilled cheese recipe. So after we get some more fortified bread from the bazaar, we'll be able to craft us some mega snacks, which will be solid. We could just, well, not really. I was going to say we could sell like the fortified cheese to people, because people do buy it. But I mean, that's like 10 empowers each, so it's not really worth it. And like trying to actually sell them in the bazaar is impossible because people just have the bots running constantly for them, so you can never actually transfer them to people. At least from my experience in recent time. Something else we worked on was our fishing. Let's see. I know I said that I was never going to do fishing, but XP was too tempting. It was like 400 XP or experience for our character, so kind of had to. Was forced into it. Let's see. Well, actually, I guess that's V. It's an interesting one. These cuttlefish are what we are. What am I trying to say? These cuttlefish are what we had kind of farmed up the past week. And I'll show you why. Let's see. Well, I guess we can't go to... See, herein lies the issue. Gotta go here, then go here. Take us to the bazaar. Perfect. Down yonder, work on crafting the bazaar tapestry. And to craft that, you need to have that little fish. So we have all of these. I actually sold a bunch too, because we're also working on the spiral scene right now. And you get points for crafting an item. So I've just been crafting that dagger each day. It's pretty cheap, so it works out. And we need it for this recipe anyway. But also this... So the toughest thing to get here was for sure this nightshade. So, another story with that. I was running around, or I was camping in the bazaar for at least like an hour, probably just while I was doing other things, just kind of checking here and there for nightshade. I maybe got like 5 total, if that, probably less than that. I had like 10 from the other characters, just doing the other housing, daily rewards and such. But I got up to 21 by running around in the shopping district, behind all buildings, gathering the deep mushrooms, which is how we have so many of those, and then a rare chance to get nightshade. So it kind of shows you how long it took to get these. But funny thing, when we were in the shopping district running around for those mushrooms, came across 2 people behind one of those buildings, and they were just standing there, and I asked them just jokingly if they were the ones stealing all the mushrooms or picking up all the mushrooms around there. And they told me they were doing a trade, and turns out they were trading, or I asked them what they were trading for, and they told me Hasty Harvest treasure cards. I happen to have 3 tier 3 and then 23 tier 1s, which I had just found in the bazaar earlier. So I asked them if they wanted more, and they said yeah. So I just looked up on the Discord what they're going for these days, and it looked like 1s are going for 5 empowers a piece, and then 3s were going for 20. So I made them that offer and they accepted. So got 175 in powers just from randomly coming across those people. And it wasn't even like a popular realm. It was like 5th page like scarecrow because I was hunting for reagents. Or 4th page, sorry. That was pretty funny to actually just randomly happen across them. So I have 175 in powers on this character. And we have also on my other character. I'll show you real quick. We have 535 here. That's up from our other empowers from the Tiger Lilies and such, because we sold 2 of our Grub Guardian items. So we sold a Tribal Trifle for I think like 150 or something, and then a Hanging Pelt Stand for 225, so it came out to like 300 something in powers. Someone who was looking for those Grub Guardian exclusive items, so that worked out well as well. But I think it's time to craft. Oh wait, wrong character. I think it's time to go craft that tapestry. Guess we gotta grab those tower shields. I think we need 19, and we'll be able to craft that sucker. Boop. Let's see if we got any. I feel like I always gotta check for Monstrology first, just in case. Oh, speaking of Monstrology, check out this Animus I got from running 5 boxes. No triple Animus or anything, of course, because I don't have any. But, yeah, I got 344 of this exclusive Animus. But nobody ever actually is going to want this, so just kind of funny to have, though. But figured I might as well get it. And then we also ranked up our Monstrology big time doing that as well. Got up to rank 8, which is sweet. Tower Shield. Are we gonna have to buy them from the librarian fella? I guess we'll buy these because they're gonna be cheaper than the ones at the library anyway. And now we'll go to the library. I was about to set a mark, but got our port for Ra still. I don't know that we need that though, because we don't really have any keys and we're not farming Kraken anyway. So I mean, I can always just ask someone to get me back there. So I think we'll just change that and then go to the library to get our treasure cards. La ta 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 ta. All right, buddy boy, how much you charging for these suckers? Need 11. Bit of a cash grab. Goodness. Yeah, that's why we're doing those stinkweed as well, because our cash is not too great. I wish there was like somewhere you could look in the game to see, like, just like, I've realized now that like you can see like on these it tells you like when they're available. And for these it did as well before we reached like 8 or 12 and rank 12 and such. But I wish there was like a tab you could go to. I don't know, is there a tab? I don't think there is. Where you can like see every, what am I trying to say? Like basically where you can see every activity, like what level you need to be to like do it, and such. Or like just simple stuff like when, like how many training points you get, like at, like, and when, like if I like hover above this, if that popped up. Or like for gold, like when do I get 500,000 space for gold? Or like energy, like when does my energy like max out? Or like all this stuff that I feel like would be helpful to just like know. Or like something I just don't understand either is like these ratings for like shadow pips and like archmastery, like what do these numbers actually mean though? Like I don't think there's like anywhere in the game that like explains those, like what the actual numbers mean and stuff. Like it would be good to have, I forgot I had this port. So used to not being able to use that port. I feel like that would be a good addition to have. Oh, I have to buy the recipe and then go craft it? Dang. Okay. Let's unequip that. Go home. And craft. Let's see. Oh wait, we need a housing crafting station as well. Dang it. This turned out to be quite the investment of time and resources, but it's worth it. Now, where do we find a housing crafting station? That's what it's actually called. No. Here. No. Oh boy. Where can I find that? Alright, we're gonna have to pause and come back here in a sec. So it turns out you can just buy them from this guy. I thought they were like later in the game, but 1,500. You can buy from this guy though, so that's early. Let's try this again. Perfect. Where should we put this? I feel like it would be better to have it in our red barn farm, because then we can port there from the red barn farm. Here I can just kind of use the social tab. But I guess we'll throw that down later. Alright, so we got our deck set up now. I think it's finally time to do the old drains here. I was thinking to do a team up, but I think it would be fun to just solo it first time and just see what happens. I know there are some tougher bosses in here, but I think we can make it. Let's see.
Oh, another nasty little topsider. Guess you's looking for that fuzzy flea farm what came scratching around here, ain't you?
Greetings.
I'm happy to tell you where he is, but I'm gonna need me a little. I can't work without my tools, and the boss don't allow no freeloaders. Capiche?
Do I have to defeat all these at once?
And I'll tell you where your
Or just like 2 of them or 1 of them? I should have grabbed some Humongo Frog treasure cards. But I guess we'll figure it out. How many? 2? Okay, could be worse. That's not gonna work. Guess we'll need 2 Cyclops then. Let's trying to think of what to talk about. Let's talk about like our next steps. Let's think. So, what are some things we're working on right now? I guess with this sort of dungeon, this is just gonna be able to get us some experience, and I think we get like 2,000 gold and a wood key for doing it the first time. Or I think you get 2,000 gold every time actually, but probably not the best way to get gold because it's just gonna take so long. I mean, even if we run it with like maxes and stuff, like 2,000 gold isn't really worth 10 minutes to go through this whole thing. But wink. Yeah, so I think this is just maybe a one-time thing for our experience. Only other thing would be like animus, maybe.
Hold it right there, you
But
disgusting
again, we don't have insect extract until, what is it, chrysalis, which is probably gonna be never. And then, yeah, not much you can do here, or not much that they drop either. Are you kidding me? That's unfortunate. Let's try that again.
You know what they says? If you see one topside,
whatever.
there are thousands more you can't see. Let's
That
book it out of here
way.
before the infestation.
Perfect. Perfect.
Better get rid of
And
that
boink.
disgusting topsider before the boss finds out.
What else are we working on though? Like, what's our plan right now? So I think currently what we're going for is XP mainly. I mean, I think so. We're at 15. We're almost at 16. I think the goal is to hit 20, and then, which is gonna be rough. But hitting 20, then we'll be able to farm like those gauntlets from the list 2 episodes ago. That drop like 3 times as much experience at level 20 versus under level 20. So that will really help us in the long run, grinding up to that point and then farming those, or doing them twice, whatever. Then it might be worth it to farm for energy gear, but I'll have to look into the stats of the gear. Because, I mean, it's just that gear takes so long to, like, actually get us a drop, too. So if it's not, like, worth it at level 20, then probably just gonna pass on that, just because it's, like, impossible. Because it's the... I mean, I don't think I'll be able to solo. I mean, I will, but it'll be a tough solo probably to even do the, what is it, the spiral cup gauntlet that drops energy gear. If I can find people to do it with me, I guess, but that's not gonna be easy, I don't think.
You have come to retrieve, Doug.
What else?
Douglas.
Yeah, gauntlets for experience. Keep gardening, growing the garden. Trying to think, like, there's just nothing to really, like, farm right now. I mean, I guess I could farm, like, energy gear, but, yeah, I don't know.
Various renovation projects that you topsiders, my workers have tried to fix things, but they are but humble sanitation engineers, not builders. Fix the structural damage, and
That's nice they let you stay on your mount down here.
then the walls are practically good as as you may know.
Yeah.
Douglas
This will
possesses
do.
prodigious digging skills, surpassed only at present.
What else we got
Douglas
going
is
on?
clearing the rubble from the collapse.
I'm trying
He's
to think,
been
like,
hard
what
at
else we
work for
can
days
do
now, and should be close to finished. Go fetch
currently.
Douglas from Service Tunnel C, and then we
Like,
can discuss next.
guess we could work
Well, the
on
shovel, mate. I weren't trying to disturb no one's eternal sleep.
powers,
I was just digging 'cause the boss told
getting
me
those
to.
for
Silence,
trades and
Starman.
such.
Desecrating the grave of a failed tree minder
Um,
is punishable by death.
Or getting them from trades. But I mean, we can also start, like, trying to build a collection on this account, which could be fun.
Wizard, help!
Who am I getting rid of you? Is it? 440, 500. Take this guy at least. Yeah, we could work on building up a collection.
You've learned your
That could be fun.
Good. Now be gone. The lot of you. No more disturbing graves.
I mean, with that collection, we could, like, build up collections of, like, specific items.
Are you feeling all right?
That's kind of tough to do. Well, I don't know. With those empowers, like, we can trade up from empowers to, like, elucidate.
This Barnaby chap appeared
I think generally people don't want to trade, like, empowers unless you're trading, like, empowers for, like, a smaller, whatever, item, basically. I mean, some people trade with whatever tens of thousands of powers, but I don't know. I'd never really enjoy doing that just because it takes forever.
Well,
to trade that many powers, because you have to have so many alt accounts, and it just takes way too long. But I mean, we could trade in powers for like elucidate, and then like elucidate whatever are worth. Right now they're worth like, I don't know, like 700 in powers around. So I guess we have like one elucidate pretty much of them powers right now. But we could like kind of trade our way up. We just kind of gotta decide like what we want to collect. I feel like collecting like, I don't know, like retired on strong. I don't know. Maybe just like elucidate or like housing, or we could work on Marvelous Minions or Eye of Bartleby, or just kind of collecting all that stuff. But I don't know. If anyone has any ideas, feel free to leave them in the comments and such. I'd love to discuss that with y'all. But hey, thanks for sticking around for the episode, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.